Good evening, I'm Connor McCormick, and today I'm going to talk about the rising obesity epidemic in the United States. Now, the United States is a nation founded on the principle of freedom, the freedom to say what you want, do what you want, and especially eat what you want. However, this freedom-loving lifestyle has resulted in almost half of the adult population now being considered obese. Being considered obese comes with a slew of health, physical, and financial problems. So we're going to go into the next slide, and we're going to see where we stand as a nation. Like I was saying before, the CDC said in March of 2020 that the rate of obesity was 41.9%. I guarantee that number has gone up in the past 3 years. Being obese comes with many health problems, with almost half the nation being considered obese. This is super important for everyone, as everyone knows someone that's considered obese. Me personally, I have multiple obese family members, and they suffer daily from sleep apnea, back pain, joint pain, and the list goes on and on. However, there is one super simple and effective method to curb this problem, and it's just daily exercising. Whether you're just going for a walk around your neighborhood for 10 minutes, or just doing something. We're going to go into that deeper the more we go into this presentation. So we're going to be going over the negative effects of being obese. We're going to be going over just why exercising is good for you in general, regardless if you're obese or not. And finally, we're going to go over where you can get this exercise in at. So let's delve into the obesity epidemic in the US and what it's costing physically and financially for the average person. So NIDIC states that type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, fatty liver diseases, strokes, pregnancy problems, heart disease, and even some forms of cancer are associated with being overweight or obese. Financially, in 2019, the CDC stated that the annual cost of obesity was $173 billion, with the average obese patient spending $1,861 more than the average patient. And to top it off, Brooke Worthing writes that obese people may live 14 years less than those at a healthier weight. So as you can see, there is a multitude of health, financial, and even life issues with being obese. Now that we understand the negative aspects of being obese, let's see what steady exercise can do to curb this issue. But before that, I have a map of the United States. This breaks down the obesity rate by the states. If you look at the Midwest and the majority of the South, they suffer from a 35 to 40% obesity rate. And surprisingly, Kentucky and West Virginia have a rate of almost 50%. So why should you exercise? Again, it doesn't matter if you're obese or if you're healthy. Everyone should get some form of daily exercise in their life, regardless of where they're at, athletically wise. The Mayo Clinic states that exercise controls weight, combat health conditions, improves your moods, boosts energy, and promotes better sleep. Now, you don't have to be in the gym for 3 hours a day or running marathons to get some form of exercise in. The Harvard Health Institute says you don't really need that much. There's this thing called isotonic exercising, which in more layman terms is considered aerobics exercising, where you're not lifting heavy weights, rather you're just doing simple exercises just for a longer duration to meet whatever needs you're going for. If you're trying to lose weight, you would just go for a longer duration than what you normally would. And these activities can range from just walking around your neighborhood, mowing the grass, raking the leaves, swimming, golfing, simple stuff. Simplicity is the key. Doing something is better than doing nothing. And along with exercising and with dieting, the diabetes care community says that in combination, a proper diet and a proper exercise routine can potentially reverse type 2 diabetes or cure it, as long as the person stays under 6% of their A1C level. So that's why it's super important to exercise. You could even reverse some of these conditions you get from being at an obese state. Now that we know that exercise is important for a healthy lifestyle, let's see where people can go to get this exercise in. So where to start? So many people know when January 1st rolls around, everyone has their New Year's Eve resolution to go to the gym, lose some weight, get swole, sculpt out their abs. However, a couple weeks later, a lot of people just kind of drop off on that and they go back to their old ways. So that's why there's group alternative methods. So in local government organizations such as my city of Fort Walton Beach, on their website, they say that they have jazzercise, extreme step, Zumba, Pilates, dance classes, and even martial arts, where people can get out of their house, go to the group community center, and just work out together. The UW Help organization says that group exercising has many positive benefits than rather working out by yourself. You have the accountability factor where you're not going to slack off. You have other people picking you up and supporting you the whole way, where you can actually stick to your schedule. You have the expertise and variety given to you that from a bunch of other people, as opposed to you just working out by yourself. And finally, you have the social aspect where you're not just in the gym with your headphones and you're actually talking to people, moving around, getting to know more people, make friends. That's something you wouldn't normally get by working out by yourself. So let's recap on everything we just discussed. In conclusion, we went over the physical and financial effects of obesity. We went over daily exercise and how it can improve the health of not just obese people, but everyone. And it doesn't matter how much you do or how little you do, as long as you get in just enough, and it doesn't have to be going to the gym, just enough to the point where you're maintaining your fitness goals. And lastly, we went over where people can go to exercise. With all this being said, it doesn't matter if you're 400 pounds or if you're 100 pounds. It doesn't matter if you're running 25 miles or if you're just walking around your neighborhood. Some exercise is better than no exercise at all. And you never know. The 30 minutes you put in every day just walking around your neighborhood or doing a simple exercise could grant you 10 to 14 years more longer of living than not doing anything at all. So it's super important to exercise. So it's time to shape up America, because you never know. The work you put in today might help you live a longer life tomorrow. Thank you.